Hi, I'm Dan. My pronouns are he, him.
Hi, I'm Oliver. My pronouns are he, him.
And today we're here to talk about what visibility means to us as trans people, because it is Trans Day of Visibility. So, to start off, what does the word visibility mean to you?
I think visibility for trans people can be a bit of a double-edged sword, but I think it is so important and has such positive influences on people. I know for me, especially just thinking back to before I came out, seeing other people who were sharing their story and being proud of being trans really, I think, helped me get to where I am today. And I think it's just such a powerful thing.
Yeah, I completely agree that it's like a double-edged sword, and it was something that I kind of had to come to terms with again. I think whilst you're transitioning, you're kind of taught to like assimilate into a cisnormative society, but reclaiming your visibility is like learning to live authentically again, and just be proud and free to be yourself.
Yeah, totally. It is this beacon of hope to other trans people, just showing that they're not alone and that there are other people who feel the same way, and that there's hope for the future, that someday you can be like this and you can be visible and actually live your life how you want it to be.
Do you think that all trans people have like a responsibility to be visible at some point, or do you think it's up to individuals?
Yeah, I think it's such a controversial thing, and I definitely think it is up to individuals. I think some people think that, if someone doesn't immediately disclose that they're trans, that they're like hiding that from someone, but that just isn't the case. It's a really personal thing about your own history, your own identity, and it should be up to the individual to choose when they want to actually disclose that to people. I would love if everyone felt comfortable enough to be visible and to openly be trans, but that's just not the case at the moment, and safety is the biggest concern for a lot of people. So does being visible as a trans person make you feel less safe?
It definitely makes me feel more vulnerable, depending on the circumstances I'm in. But I think overall in today's like social and political climate, it does feel like you're making a statement, which you aren't really, because you're just being your authentic self. But you're made to feel as though you're doing something controversial or challenging just by being present as you. So it's quite a difficult one to navigate, I think.
Yeah, totally. And I think, even just walking around with like a little trans badge or like a sticker or something like that, something that might signal that I'm trans, it's something that I'm proud of. But then on the other hand, I always do worry, what if someone comes up and is transphobic, or if someone comes up and tries to debate me on my own identity. There's always these kind of things that you have to worry about, when you're trans. So what do you think cis people need to know about trans visibility?
I think they need to know like how difficult it is currently to just have the emotional energy to be visible, because it is a daily experience, and globally that is challenging at the moment. So I think it's really important that cis people recognize if someone's being visible, they are doing it for themselves, and it's taking a lot of effort and energy, but they're doing it out of self-care and compassion. Any attention that it does receive should be compassionate and positive. Yeah,
not just taking advantage of that visibility and kind of having one trans person being like the token trans person and kind of putting all this energy on them and asking questions and having them being like the only trans person that you see. I think kind of broadening your horizons and seeing that there is lots of really good trans representation out there, if you take the time to actually look for it. I think people don't always realize how hard it is to have your identity constantly like debated in a quite negative way in the media, unless you share
in the mainstream as well.
Absolutely. It's not some random paper that no one really reads. It's like really high level stuff, and that can be really hard for trans people.
It is really all about respect, because like trans people deserve to be as visible as anyone else, because we have been here this whole time.
And we're not going to go anywhere.
No, definitely not.